Well, my first thought is what I told the guys this morning after breakfast, that the only disappointment I was going to feel, regardless of the outcome, was the fact that we're not going to be together next week on the practice field, because it's been so much fun with this group. I don't know that I've ever had a more deserving group to be champs than this group is. And I mean, we've had some really good groups, and maybe there were others. You know, you always get emotional at this time, but I know that they're as deserving as anyone. I was so proud and happy for these guys that they had the opportunity. I could tell from day one with the look in their eye when I talked to them for the first time. All eyes were on me. They were soaking in everything we were talking about, and this was their mission. And we started the journey, and I'm just very thankful and very happy for them that they completed the mission the way that I know that they wanted it to end. And it was with, hard-nosed defense. And, I mean, the defense was great all year long, and some key first downs and key plays down the stretch, enough just to keep them away from mounting any chance, to try to get back in the game. So just very appreciative and thankful for the way these guys went about their business.
Question, Coach. You talked earlier in the week how this might be the best skill set that you've seen in Riverside. What was key to neutralizing them? What really stood out to you about the defense's play and being able to accomplish that?
Well, the first thing, and we've always been very fortunate to do this, is they couldn't run the ball, and I know that when you can make a team one-dimensional, even with all the skill guys that they have, but all year long, our guys have covered as well as we've ever covered people, and you could see that they were contesting almost every ball. The pressure was just, we had several sacks, and so. They always say, the good defense is got a chance to neutralize a really good offense. I mean, their defense was doing it to our offense. So, if we don't do that, we would have been the first ones to sit here, and not them. But, like I said, and then to get the points right before the half. I mean, we had one spurt in the game, and got ahead. Again, it's a credit to the heart and the desire and the will of these guys, because there was nothing going our way offensively. We had the bad snaps on the punt, which hadn't happened all year long. But the defense, they didn't run out with their heads down. It was like, okay, we'll stop them, and they did. And to hold that team without a touchdown, I mean, that's an outstanding accomplishment. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. We needed something to get us going, and that one throw, off the little reverse pass, was got us going, and then, the throw that Joe made to get the touchdown, because we didn't have any timeout. So I'm wondering, will we be able to get it in, because we're talking about spiking the ball and goal line offense, so. But to make that throw and to get it when we got it, and then there's enough time for the kickoff and the return, and then we got it right back, and that throw and catch was just unbelievable. So just, in that last 30 seconds of the first half, and I felt going in that, if we could get to 21, even as good as we knew they were offensively, not that we could win, but we'd have a really good chance to win if we get 21 points. I wasn't expecting to keep them out the end zone.
And speaking of the 21 points, you guys turned the ball over 3 times early. If they catch those in, that's 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
They only got 1 field goal.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the will and the spirit for these guys, it'd have been easy for them to go out and go, guys, how long are you all going to keep putting our backs to the wall? But that's never been our attitude. We're a team. Everybody picks everybody else up. And it was never more evident in this game today than it's ever been.
Coach, I think I heard you guys giving up 42 points all year.
Actually, our starting defense gave up 5 touchdowns in 14 weeks. And that we've only given up 1 in the playoffs, and it was the first one since week 3. We were scored on twice in district, but the ones were out of the game at the time. So, I mean, it's remarkable for, the teams didn't average 100 yards. They gave up less than 1,000 yards total offense.
Where does that come from? Is that a tradition? That's an attitude that starts back in the
We've won, 3 state championships with this at Notre Dame since I've been there, and 14 points is the most we've scored. So, yeah, we won with scoring 2 touchdowns all 3 times. So, yeah, it's something that, we build our team around that. You saw this guy running the football, Hayden. I'd love to have the tailback all year long, but we had some guys that were really good, and we know that we have to play defense for us to have a chance to win, and that's the mentality. Our kids have always been tough, mentally tough, physically tough, and so we play defense and try to get enough offense to give ourselves a chance.
Shane, talk about the defensive mentality and all the punts and fumbles having to be in that good position for your older team.
Well, Coach Mack always just preaches, we got to do our responsibilities, and I think that's what we did tonight. Everybody stepped up to the plate and played their asses off the whole game, and I'm very proud of it.
Joe, struggled a little bit offensively to start the game, and then coming in that last drive and hitting that nice pass for the touchdown. How do you bounce back from interceptions to kind of drop a dime for a touchdown?
You just gotta not let anything faze you and just look forward to the next play no matter what. Just don't pay attention to the past at all, and that's what I tried to do, and it worked out.
Joe, what's it like in this season? With the state championship coming in, maybe some people doubted whether or not you could get it done. You played well, you got better and better. Just what's it like for you?
I mean, it's overwhelming. It's the best feeling I've ever had in my life. I mean, it's what you dream of as a kid, and it's what we worked for the whole time we're at Notre Dame. All 4 years, every year, all summer long. It's what you focus on and work towards, and it's amazing to have achieved it.
Well, like Coach Cook said, we pride ourselves on stopping the run first and trying to make them one-dimensional. I think that's what we did in the first half. And our D-line does a heck of a job just keeping pressure on the quarterback. And then we had some blitzes, and we have a Pio package whenever we send a lot and we man up. And I think it worked very well tonight.
Were you surprised that they called that a touchdown? Your touchdown red late in the first half. It looked really close. It looked like you were kind of poking.
I just looked up and I saw it was a touchdown. I didn't really know where my feet were at the time, but I don't know. I was happy that they called it a touchdown. I was thankful. But
Did you think you were going to take one back? Because early on you were smart.
Yeah, I knew they were going to cover real good on both special teams, but they did block pretty good, and I tried, did the best I can, but they did cover pretty good.
Well, Birkin was a quarterback for 2 years, and then he moved out to wide receiver. And, we weren't throwing the ball a lot during the season, and I know it's kind of tough on receivers, to block every play. And I told Adam one day, I said, Adam, I'm telling you, there's somewhere during this season you're going to make a big play for us. And I said, just keep hanging in there. And we've worked on it. We've had it before, and it's got us some big plays, and something that we practiced a lot. I kind of felt, that we'd have to do something against these guys because we knew they were pretty darn good. So I'm just thankful. Sometimes you run those things and it looks really bad. Tonight, today it went our way, and I'm happy about that.
Coach, can you kind of put this in perspective? Does it compare to the other state championships, or how do you feel about winning another state title?
I've lost way more than I've won. So, it's funny how people are. They always say, well, you can't win the big one. You know how many big games we won to get here? When we played Calvary Baptist, the 2-time defending champ 2 weeks ago, that that was as big a game as I've coached in a long, long time, you know. But, you know, what makes this special is the group of guys that did it. They're all special. They're all, you know, great. But for this one, you know, like I said, the good Lord's been kind to me. I've had my time. But it's for the guys that are coaching with me. Some of them are here for the first time. And these guys, you know, they didn't have one. Some of them, the last time we were here, they were freshmen. And but you know, it's Notre Dame is it's a special place. I mean, they've got them before they moved into the dome. And the one thing that's really amazing is that every football player at Notre Dame since 2000 has had a chance to play for the championship, because we spaced them out just in the right way to where every group of kids, it's one year or another in their time there, has got to come and play for it. So, but for these guys to get it, you know, that means a lot.
You guys have probably one of the most memorable defenses in the Big Area. What's it like to be a part of that?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, Coach Mack just does a tremendous job with us, and you know, we just stepped it up the whole season, and I'm proud to say I was part of it.
Coach, talk a little bit about how resilient this team was. Late in the game, the fumble, then Riverside gets the ball. It looks like maybe the momentum shifted a little bit. You guys shut them down. How key was that little?
I mean, if they go score right there, now, you know, we're really wearing the beads out now, you know, praying our tails off to hang on. But they've come up with a play. You know, they always come up with a play. This year, it was just that's how they were, you know, and just made play after play. And then, you know, to get the first downs and, you know, where we felt we were going to be able to run it out, you know, and then the fumble. And, you know, I can't fuss at Hayden for that. I mean, that son gun did so much for us. And it's, but they knew it's like, okay, we got it. You know, we're going to find a way to try to make a play. That's just how they believe. You know, and you've heard him mention Coach Mack. You know, our whole group, but led by him, the time that he puts in and the preparation that they do. You know, I mean, we're all the offensive guys. Our kids put in a lot of time, and our coaches do too. But Coach Mack goes beyond, way beyond and above what a lot of guys do to get our guys ready to go. And you know, this year's defense is as remarkable as I've ever seen, you know, what they were able to accomplish against everybody we played.
Coach, how fitting is it for a Shade to win Most Outstanding Player on a team that's been so good defensively all year long and in this game?
Yeah, well, when they announce, okay, in my mind, I'm like, I hope it's a defensive guy. You know, I mean, how do you not give it to a defensive player, you know, all year long? And they're all special. You know, he made the big, you know, he had the interception, he had several sacks, you know, but without, you know, and I'm really happy for Shea, you know, and
I didn't hear your question.
yeah, I mean, how y'all keep an edge like y'all do?
We just stay focused, and Coach Mack comes up with his stuff. Like he said, he goes out of his way to get stuff ready for us, and we stay focused during the game and going into half. And we knew we stopped them pretty good, and we just knew coming back the next half we have to stay focused and stop the athletic team.
Joe, when you guys had that really rough start with the block punt, the fumble, when you got those guys playing behind you defensively, it was just almost like whatever, we can kind of get over this.
I mean, it was a little nerve-wracking because, I mean, that hasn't happened all year, something like that on the first drive. But I was really confident in the defense, and I wasn't too worried. I mean, like I said, you're always focusing on the next play, the next drive, and I mean, with our defense, I was pretty confident that they would hold them and we'd get another good drive.
Joe, the story of your team going into this game was team. You had multiple guys always stepping up and filling roles. And you say that on offense and a lot of outstanding play on defense. But together as a team and reach the ultimate goal of the title?
I mean, one of the best parts of our team is that we're family. Like on and off the field, we're brothers. We're not. When stuff's going wrong, nobody's pointing fingers. Everyone's lifting each other up, and I think that's rare in a team to be so close. And that's why we're where we are now.
Any other questions? Coach Cook, congratulations. Thank you.